All right, guys, today's Thursday skill work is the pulling side. So we've gone over multiple things. This week we had pull-ups on Monday. We had bar muscle-ups in yesterday's workout. So today I want to just talk about something more advanced, which is the butterfly style pull-up. This is definitely not for everybody. It's challenging to do with a band, so this requires some more basic strength, good mobility and awareness of your shoulder. But again, for those that do have that foundation, here's a couple drills to work on the butterfly. The first is trying to learn where the power and swing, how it's different than the regular kip. So this first drill, all right, if you check my setup here, so my foot's right under the bar. I'm going to come up on my tippy toes. This is my top of my pull-up, okay? When you do a butterfly, at the bottom position, your chest is forward and your foot is behind you. It's when this comes through that you create power. Okay? And so this drill is great. You can start really slow like I just did. Start on your tippy toe, right? Chest is forward, and as I fall, my foot goes back. So at the bottom, I'm extended in that arch position, and then I come through. As you get better, you can add a little jump to it. So you're trying to, the idea is that the power comes from the leg swooping up. So this is a great, safe way just to practice that feeling, okay? Drill 2 that really helps people, you have to, again, have a foundational strength here, is the pause butterfly. So it's just trying to do a single rep from the top position. So you start with your chin over the bar, and then now that you've reinforced that chest forward, foot back position, you try to do one rep and end up at the top. So you do a pause. Okay, so it looks like this. All right, get to the top. Okay, and learning that can feel a little awkward. Okay, but that's a drill. Getting your chin over the bar and doing it repetitively is where you want to work from there. Now you take out that pause and say set up and try to do 2 repetitions and see if you can. So you start here. And see if you can get 2, and then you start working on it. So those are 2 quick drills just for the butterfly. If you don't have that, work on some basic kipping drills for today. Let's talk about our sweat conditioning. Okay, guys, our sweat conditioning today, 2 parts. The first one is going to be 30, 20, 10 reps of a dumbbell deadlift and a 50-foot handstand walk. So dumbbell deadlift, pretty straightforward. Holding 2 dumbbells. Okay, you only have to touch the front end. Focus on pushing the hips back, tapping, and standing. Okay? Dumbbell deadlifts are a little more challenging than a barbell just because there's an increased range of motion. So at the bottom position, you have to bend your knees a little bit more than usual. So you're going to feel your quads a bit more when you do this. Okay? So again, challenge yourself, 30, 20, 10 reps. And then the 50-foot handstand walk. Lots of variations for this movement. So I'll go over some of the basics. If you can handstand walk, but 50 feet is far, do less distance, maybe 25. The drills against the wall are most common. So starting with the simplest drill would be a bear crawl, right? I can just do a bear crawl for the same amount of distance, okay? Then from there I can go to a wall walk where I start laying on the ground. I step my foot up on the wall, tuck my chin, and then bring my body back as far as I feel comfortable. If you can touch your nose to the wall, that's great. If you can't make it all the way up, just stay in your comfort zone. Bring your hands back as far as you feel comfortable. Back to a floor position for 4 reps. You can also do shoulder taps. So shoulder taps are just walking yourself up, same concept as the wall walk, where you're going to find a spot you feel comfortable. So maybe it's right here, and you tap your shoulder. Okay? The harder version, getting closer to a full handstand, fully inverted, same concept. Okay? These are easier if you face the wall. If you kick up to the wall and try shoulder taps, it's actually a bit more challenging, okay? So that's the first part. When you finish that, you get a 3-minute rest, and then we're gonna go into part 2. All right, guys, so part 2 today, you got some options, all right? It's gonna be 4 rounds for time. We're gonna be doing, the first choice you get to make is the type of cardio machine that you're gonna use. So you're either gonna choose the assault bike, the ski erg, or the rower for a certain number of calories, all right? From there, you can choose from either a sled push or a farmer's carry. We've been doing farmer's carries for a few weeks. Farmer's carry would be a longer distance, 100 meters. Challenge yourself with the weight, just stand up with it, and you're gonna walk, okay? So that's pretty straightforward. The sled push we don't do as often. We'll do this inside on the rubber mat. 100 feet for this one. So for the sled push, remember you're gonna load yourself up. Right, straight arms, you can typically drive a little faster. If it's really heavy, you bring your arms in here. Some people need to get this to get going, and then they drive out into straight arm. All right, again, if you've never done this before, adjust the weight. Your legs might hit failure very quickly, but you got 100 feet on that. We don't do it very often, so have fun with that. Pick and choose that second part. We got 35 minutes to finish all of that conditioning for today. Have fun with it. We'll see you tomorrow.